Have you already done your brainstorming today? Hi, my name is Bruno and I'm the creator of Brainstorming, not the actual one. It was very fun to have the idea of producing a short film about having ideas. Brainstorming is all about the creative process. As artists, we all know what the blank page feels like, the creative block, and the storm of ideas that happen when inspiration suddenly strikes you. And unfortunately, very often, the detachment and the need to let it go. Brainstorming portrays exactly how I feel when my brain's having ideas. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I wanted to produce a short film that happens at only one place. And at the time I was studying and doing some experimentations with a technique called projection mapping. So I started to experiment a little bit and do some very simple tests. Using a folded piece of paper, then a paper cube, then the walls and the ceiling of my office, and finally with some real objects. Meanwhile, I started to develop the story, to plan and sketch the set design, to draw the storyboard, and to choose which VFX and animations I would have to create. With all the planning done, it was time for building. The set was basically white fabric hanging on a wooden frame. I also have to fabricate some props like the books. The whole set and all its objects had to be a projection screen, so everything needed to be white. When you're working with projection mapping, the projector cannot move at all, so all the content aligns with the set. It literally took months to create all the content, because I had animations, I had VFX, I had simulations, I had 3D content, 2D content, lots of things. Content production took a lot of iterations, because I would create an animation, project it, rehearse with it, to check if the timing was correct, if the acting was working, and then with all the content created, I was ready to film. So as everything else on the set, I also had to transform myself into a projection screen. That's why the character looks like an old man. It was a technical decision. I decided that I wanted to act in the film, which made my life a lot harder, because I had to act, direct, film, play the animations, check the footage quality, all at the same time. But it was a great experience after all. Don't do that. Filming took 3 days in total, and it was a lot harder than I expected. Like, each take had to be repeated an average of 9 times until the acting was working with the timing of the projections. And even having return monitor on set, interacting with the projections was very difficult. Because most part of the time I couldn't see where things were, because they were being projected behind me on the wall. Finally, in the post-production part, since all the captured footage was just a bunch of projected animations, there was no sound. So I used a lot of sound effects, but also recorded my own Foley. Enjoying the echo of the room renovation. And there you have it. I hope you like it, and don't forget to check out Brainstorming.